When I first saw the Cadillac, I had to have it. Even though I knew it could cause a lot of trouble, at least for my finances. The salesman assured me that I could refinance and lowered the $600 payments within a year and a half. So I took a gamble because they say life's a risk. I even fantasized about meeting a good-looking guy such as him, and it never quite happened that way. Instead, I was stuck with $6,000 down payment, $600 a month, 5 years, paid over $30,000, and the car is now worth barely $20,000. Feel like I got juked, ripped off, played, hassled, robbed. I guess you live and learn. I had thought about getting the station wagon. I don't know if I would have been better off with the resale value. Somehow I feel duped. Why did I get the Cadillac? Why did I let the ads fool me and trick me into thinking that my car would be worth as much as I paid for it, or at least as close to it? How could I think this car wouldn't be high maintenance and that would give me a headache after I paid all this money and I could have bought a house or a double wide trailer or anything else would have made more sense. Well, at least I didn't buy a Cadillac Escalade. That probably would have really sent me back. $100 gas. Resale value. Guess you live and you learn. If I could do it over, I would have bought a house. Because at least that would have been worth more than the Cadillac. That I could never get lowered my payments. And now I'm stuck with this car that's not even worth what I paid for it. Every time I think about it, I want to cry. No man even protected me. Now I'm looking over my shoulder. Washington State Employees Credit Union, always trying to get my Cadillac. Always fighting the man to keep it. The struggle, the pain. Trying to keep up with the Joneses. Can't afford it. Nobody ever wants to buy a car and you're always looking over your back wondering how you're going to keep it from being repossessed. It's the worst feeling of stress. It'll give you a heart attack. Cadillac will leave you in a lack of money, a lack of resources, a lack of financial funding. Banks won't even refinance it. And all those guys you thought were going to be talking and rapping to you, trying to get with you because you're driving the Cadillac. They got other dudes with them. Okay? They're more interested in dudes than girls. Most of them are gay. They're not even looking at you. just want to take your car when you can't pay your payments. When you fall behind, they're the first ones that snatch it. That's what these guys are about nowadays in America. They can't wait to push you out the door and take the car from you or have you get rid of it. They don't want, the last thing they want you driving is a Cadillac. You can't afford it. You're not worth it. I remember my ex told me I didn't even deserve a Cadillac. I asked him to help me make one payment. He wouldn't even do that. Not even one. Because I knew I couldn't depend on no man. I couldn't even borrow money from any of my own family members to help me. I had to go to the loan sharks. When you know it, you're on your own. I'm just having faith in God that somehow He'll make a way out of no way. And I'll get out of this hole, this sinkhole of the Cadillac. Yeah, it drives smooth and it's nice for my vertigo. But I guess I never deserved a car like this. Pretty soon I'm sure the white man will be taking it, giving it to some nice white owner who can afford it. Most of the time my car just sat because I couldn't even afford to drive it. I would have been better off just having a house. Can't even afford to keep it up. It won't give me a job. I can't work from home. I can't work with disabilities. I guess people with disabilities aren't allowed to have Cadillacs. So no Cadillac Douglas Hummer, place that ripped me off and bamboozled me out of this car. No thank you to the new calendar for 2014-13. I think I'll pass on it. No thank you. At this point, I feel so lacked. Because you gotta see and you gotta add. Ill. It's ill. If you see it and you add it, it's ill. A, C. See? Because what they're saying is you'll be lacking. Because Cadillacs you cannot afford, they're only for the elites. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just trying to be able to drive with my vertigo.